Israeli airstrike has hit a United Nations-run clinic in Gaza City. Hundreds of displaced Palestinians were seeking shelter there when the attack happened. It is the third time Israeli forces have bombed this clinic. Well, for more, we're joined now by Tareq Azzoum, who's in Deir el-Balah in central Gaza. And Tareq, what more can you tell us about this specific attack? Why does this clinic in particular keep getting hit?
Well, it has been a very devastating attack that took place in one of the central clinics that is run by the United Nations in a Sheikh Radwan neighborhood. This clinic in particular has been hit multiple times since the war began back in October 2023, and it has been pretty much clear that the Israeli military has issued evacuation warnings ahead of the strike, as the Israeli military till now did not comment on the main objective from striking that UN-run clinic, but usually Israel justify attacks on UN-run aid shelters, clinics, or any kind of their facilities as a part of their ongoing efforts to completely eliminate Hamas's operatives and destroy what they have called as command and control centers that have not been proven yet by the Israeli military. It's worth mentioning that this clinic has turned into an evacuation and displacement center for families who have left behind their houses and flee areas where the Israeli military marked as a clear and dangerous red zone. So apparently Israel is working on shrinking the so-called safe spaces for Palestinians. Families right now have been squeezed into the western end of Gaza City, very close to the beach, and the entire Gaza Strip is still witnessing and exposed to a relentless military campaign that is marked by the use of heavy artillery and aerial force by Israeli air forces till now, Tom.
And Tareq, we've also been getting reports that at least 20 people have been killed after an aid truck overturned. Do you have any more information on that? And I guess, what does it tell us about just how chaotic and dangerous it is for those trying to get aid?
Well, that's completely right. At least 20 Palestinians were killed when an aid truck overturned in Deir el-Balah near the Kusafim military checkpoint that is located in the eastern part of the city. We understand that people tried as much as they can to grab what little food and supplies that aid truck was carrying. The chaos, in fact, Tom, triggered a stampede, and in the middle of this scramble, the truck tipped over, crushing people beneath it. Eyewitnesses described the road to be very rough and completely collapsed, as the Israeli military, as we have heard from several truck drivers, that forced them to take specific routes that usually expose them to looting, and they cannot be suitable for delivering aid supplies safely and transparently. And as you can right now see in the hospital, there is an utter sense of desperation and sadness that we have seen this morning as families are mourning their loved ones who were killed in such incident. They say that only their family relatives have gone there because they have gone days without eating, and due to the high levels of starvation that is massively spreading in Gaza. For example, this morning, Tom, 2 female children died due to malnutrition, and Gaza's medical hospitals are urging people to not go to the either to the Gaza's controversial Humanitarian Foundation, and also waiting for aid trucks to create some sort of chaotic scenes there in order to get their hands on food supplies, because they believe that they have run out of essential medical supplies that can provide them with the minimum level of treatment. And meanwhile, the people are still completely caught between a rock and a hard place. Simply, they have to choose between either to stay at their houses and starve, or going to risk their lives in order to get a sack of flour, which is absolutely immeasurable.
Indeed. Thank you so much, as always, Tareq, for giving us the realities of what is happening there in Gaza. Tareq Azzoum for us in Deir el-Balah.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.